It was one of the things that I saw super early on in the fire service. It wasn't because we were all the same, it was because we all appreciated the differences in each other. I'm originally from North Carolina. I moved out to Utah after visiting my sister here. She lived here for about 10 years before I did, and I would come out every spring break during college to ski. Ended up coming out here during the summer for an internship and just fell in love with Utah and all the proximity to recreation opportunities. Didn't see myself doing a 9 to 5 just because I did not want to be a weekend warrior. Was out on a trail run one day and stopped dead in my tracks and realized I should be a firefighter. And talked to a friend of a friend who worked for Park City Fire District, and I asked him, what do I need to do to become a firefighter? And he said, well, the first thing you need to do is get your EMT. So signed up for an EMT class that day, which by good fortune ended up being the one that Unified Fire puts on. Currently, I'm an engineer, and what that means is that I drive our heavy apparatus, either our fire engine or ladder truck, to whatever call we're going on, whether that's a medical call or a fire call. I'll be the one on the pump on the fire engine that is getting water from the fire hydrant and putting water on the fire, making sure that the guys and gals on the ends of the hose lines have enough water to do their job. When I started my career, I can't say that it was a direction that I saw myself going, and that's what's great about the fire service in general, and especially Unified, is that there are so many different directions that we could go. And I didn't want to, at the beginning of my career, decide where I wanted to go. I wanted to kind of get like a little taste of everywhere. UFA put on our own engineer school, so that was a several-month course that I was fortunate enough to go to, where we learn basic maintenance, fire scene hydraulics, and how to do basically everything that we need to do to get the crew safely to a call. I love it now. I love driving fire engine. I love pumping water. I love making sure that my crew is safe. I know I've been called my mother hen or mama bear, and that's totally fine with me because I want to make sure that people are getting places safe. Everything that I want as far as recreation is right here in our backyard, which is the most important thing to me, especially in this job. We're under stress and we can see some things that a lot of people shouldn't see and would rather not see, and then to be able to have our 4 days off to decompress and recreate. For me, I ride my bike a lot in the summer, or I run, always with my dog, usually with my husband, and it's spending that time outside that for me is critical to my physical and mental health. 6 years ago, started as a brand new firefighter, and in that amount of time, I have become an engineer. I've become one of our instructors for our EMT school. I was a member of our most recent training cadre for our latest group of new recruits. Be able to do all that in 6 years is something that I can't say even I realized I'd be able to do in such a short amount of time. We have other opportunities where maybe you want to go to a wildland station, maybe you want to go in that direction. Maybe you want to go to heavy rescue and you can go to one of those stations. And there's just a lot of different opportunities for if you start to get burned out for just changing things. We cover so many different areas and so many different demographics across the whole valley. I wanted that team back that I had when I was younger and playing sports. I wanted that beautiful, cohesive entity of the person to my left and right knows what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say before I even do it. And when all those pieces come together, everybody's doing their part and the team is successful. It wasn't because we were all the same, it was because we all appreciated the differences in each other. I think that is one of the most important and beautiful things in the fire service. For me, wanting to make a difference was a huge part of my career choice. I get paid to do it. I get to come to work every day and hang out with my friends and make a difference and work hard and play hard and go home exhausted, but knowing that I made a difference in my job over the last 48 hours.